Hey, what's up guys, Rev here. Over the past week or so, there's been growing criticism on social media regarding the localization of a manga series. The manga in question is titled, I Think I Turned My Childhood Friend Into a Girl. To quickly summarize the plot, it's about one male character who loves cosmetics, and what happens after his childhood friend, who is also male, tries putting makeup on him for the first time. To make it even more clear, it's a male character sharing feelings with another male character who cross-dresses, but as the author points out multiple times, still identifies as male. However, as noted by a fan translator in a recent review of the manga's English release, it appears that the translators at 7 Seas have rewritten the lead love interest in a way that intentionally misrepresents him as a transgender woman. Here are some of the many examples provided by this user. The first one where the localizers took dialogue where the character said he looks female, the point of cross-dressing, and translated to the character coming out as a girl, implying that the character came out as transgender instead of identifying as male as intended by the original authors. Here's another example where instead of being introduced by his teacher as a boy in the literal translation, localizers have introduced him as a female, something the character does not protest to in this version. And in the final example we're going to look at for now, localizers intentionally remove male pronouns from a frame where the character reiterates that he's a boy too. Now to clarify, the reason people are upset about this localization is not due to the existence of trans characters. They are upset because localizers have intentionally misrepresented a character's identity for their own personal agenda. Based on the source material, it is very clear that this character identifies as male, and yet, the localizers have actively misrepresented him as transgender, and in the process of pushing for inclusiveness, they have erased the story of a gay male character and invalidated the personal identities of individuals who cross-dress. And while criticism of these mistranslations has been very strong, that has not stopped others from defending it, and it comes as no surprise, those defending it are also localizers. And here's a take coming from a localizer we have unfortunately seen before on this channel, once again defending intentional mistranslations with this tweet. I know the translator, and they've done their homework on this series, reading future volumes, consulting with trans people, and working hard to make sure it's as accurate as possible. Shame on those listening to some rando and trashing it. I fully support this translator. Now there's so much to unpackage here, but let's do our best to take it one step at a time. First of all, doing their homework on the series, did they actually read the series? Because if they did and provided honest translations, they would know this character identifies as male. And the fact that they consulted with trans people is completely irrelevant. If this story was about a trans character, it would be relevant and valuable. However, this is a story about a male character who cross-dresses while consistently reiterating that he identifies as a male in the source material. Maybe the localizers should have consulted the original authors if they wanted honest representations of this character. And of course, in true localizer fashion, they dismiss the valid criticism as the product of some rando that should be ignored. I will be honest, this whole situation is incredibly frustrating. It's people trying so hard to be progressive that they will ironically invalidate the story of a gay male character to push their own agenda. If you want to write your own story featuring trans characters, excellent. The world needs more of them. But to take someone else's story and inject your own desired narrative into it is wrong. Japanese authors don't need some localizer to tell their story the right way. Translate their stories properly and honestly, or get out of the business. But that's going to do it for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next time.